Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing our January TBR. This was a bit of an impromptu decision, so this might be coming out like mid-January. We're going to do one nevertheless, and we will see how much of that TBR we can tackle. So we have the same TBR jar as always, and if this is your first TBR video of mine that you're seeing, some of these prompts just say TBR jar, where I have another TBR jar, and these are just titles. So if I get one of those, I grab a title from here, and that is the book that I'm reading. I normally do 10 books, and I might switch that up this year, but I think for the first one we're just gonna do 10 and see how it goes. So we've got a TBR jar prompt, and our first book on the TBR is going to be, okay, we got the next book in the Addicted series, which is Addicted for Now. First book on the TBR. Okay, we have another physical TBR prompt. Hopefully don't get too many of these because they're a little boring, but they also force me to like just pick a book and read it, which is sort of nice. So no way. We got Kingdom of Ash, which is actually my current read. So that is book number 2. That was fun. I didn't mind that TBR jar prompt. A book with a sword on the cover. That is a very good prompt. This sort of has a sword on the cover. Oh, does this have a sword on the cover? I mean, it looks a bit more like a dagger or maybe a short sword, but I feel like that's sword enough. So we're gonna go with Metal Slinger as our third book on the TBR. Moving on to prompt number 4. Another TBR prompt. Okay, I think I've put maybe a few too many of those in there. Let's see what we get. The next book in the City of Bones series, or the Mortal Instruments series. For me, that is City of Heavenly Fire, the last and final book in this series. Moving on to our next prompt. A multiple POV book. This is multiple POV, so this is going to be my pick for that prompt. Added in 2023 to the TBR. Okay. I need my old book journal for this because I kept track of all of that in my old book journal. Added in 2023. Let's quickfire through them and then we'll pick one. We have The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. We have The Silmarillion, Unfinished Tales, Scythe, The Inheritance Games, The Soulmate Equation, Billy Summers, Vicious, Six of Crows. Okay, I definitely feel like there's a few that interested me. Six of Crows is up there, as well as Scythe, and maybe even The Inheritance Games, but also The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. I have a lot of fantasy on my shelf, so I think I'm going to take the opportunity . I'm gonna put The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared. I think this is supposed to be a bit of a funny book, sort of like a grouchy old man and then like his misadventures after. So, okay, our next prompt is a 5-star prediction. That is a very good prompt. I think I'm gonna say All This Twisted Glory. When I think I rated 5 stars in book 2, like 4.75, 4.5, maybe 5 stars. I kind of forget. But so far, the series has been amazing for me. So this might be a 5-star too. We're on to our 8th book, added in 2024 to the TBR. Well, back with our journal. Let's see what I have here. The Hotel Nantucket, A Darker Shade of Magic, Better Than the Movies, Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, Half a Soul, Before I Let Go, The Dead Romantics, Love Redesigned, Twisted Lies. Okay, well, I'm definitely gonna pick a romance for this one. I am tempted to do Twisted Lies. This is another book that I started at the end of last year. I am over 50% of the way through finishing a series, finishing a book. I'm also starting this TBR quite a bit into the month, so I'm happy that I have quite a few books that I have started already on my TBR. Finishing them this month would be great, so I think this is gonna be my pick for that prompt. Okay, we have 2 more to go. A fake dating trope. Rebel Witch is my pick. Is your hinge okay? Your hinge doesn't sound okay. Anyways, it's fine. Rebel Witch is gonna be my pick for this one. We are on to our very last prompt. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one more. Let's see what we got. Over 600 pages. That is brutal. Over 600 pages. I'm gonna pick Eldest. This is another book that I'm in the middle of. I'm currently listening to the audiobook and I just hit halfway. And this book is printed in this one as 660 pages. So that was nice and easy. And this is going to be my last pick. Oh my gosh. I can normally fit 10 books on here, but they're all so massive that they like barely fit. But anyways, I actually really liked how this came out. There's a lot on here that I am partially through. There's a lot on here that I'm really excited to read. Honestly, if I had to make my own TBR with no prompts, it would look very similar to this. For that, it kind of worked out perfect. With that being said, that's all for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!